Boy Wolfie here, we are back. Right, I've never done a video like this before on YouTube, and I've never really openly spoke about what I'm going to openly speak about here. So, this video today is going to be all my opinion, okay? So, before people start going in on me in the comment section and things like that, this is all just my personal opinion about how I feel about this game at this moment in time. And a lot of what I'm going to say is from a pro perspective and a competitive perspective, okay? So, I'm not really talking about like rivals or weekend league. I'm mainly going to be talking about the qualifiers that us pros or verified players have to go through to get to these events, and about how, in my opinion, it needs to change. But the format itself is good. Like, it shouldn't be qualifying through weekend league because there was a lot of cheating going on, but there's still cheating going on in qualifiers. Shock. But just a few things that needs tweeting. So, but for starters, I'm not going to start off on a negative. I'm going to start off about what you're a rat. Shut up, Kingpin. By the way, I'm recording this at www.twitch.tv/ConnorWolf. So, I stream 7 days a week, at least 5-6 hours a day. So, come watch me. I'm going to start off by what I think is good just in general about FIFA 20, okay? Right? In my opinion, FIFA 19 was the worst FIFA I've ever played, okay? So, mainly because it wasn't a football game. You know what I mean? It was El Tornado crosses, it was scoop crossing, it was RBX or R1 square into a first time volley from 40 yards out. It was 180 no scope finesse shots. So all of that, for the most part, has been patched for FIFA 20. So, good, right? Good. In my opinion, there's still some major issues, which I'm going to go on to into this video anyway, with this game at the moment. But in terms of a game perspective, right? In terms of a football game, FIFA 20 is a better football game than FIFA 19. Whether it's a better video game or not is a different perspective, right? But I can't even remember. I've got a checklist here on my phone about what I'm going to go through, alright? Rex, thank you for the follow, by the way, mate. So, one good thing that I like is at least we're playing football on this game. Right, at least the ball is on the floor and everyone's not just crossing it to the back post to a team of the year CR7 to score an easy header, because headers last year was so effective, right? So, in my opinion, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. Why are people saying that in the chat? Get out, man. Get out. Up the villa. But then I'm going to go on to what I think now are the bad things. In terms of this is just the gameplay I'm going to speak about in this first little bit, alright? Player switching with the right analog stick is so messed up at the moment. Like, you will literally be sprinting back with your striker because you can't player switch with your right analog stick to your centre half. Like, the game just literally will not let you do it. What else do I think is bad? The servers at the moment, I don't know. I'm not a server or an IT guy, right? So, I can't really comment, but they've definitely been a lot worse on FIFA 20 than any FIFA I've ever remembered. Draft gameplay, which I've been told is peer-to-peer, but I think it's dedicated servers, but I've been told it's peer-to-peer. Draft gameplay, I've never really had an issue with it on FIFA 20. You then go into Rivals and Weekend League and qualifiers peer-to-peer gameplay. Wow. How bad is this game 90% of the time, man? It is so bad. Like, the amount of delay that we get, it blows my mind. I actually think EA don't know how to fix this because, excuse me, this has been in the game now for so long, for so many years, like in terms of the delay and stuff like that. Being able that you can't really play the game between the hours of 6 and 10 PM UK time because your gameplay is just horrendous, man. It's horrendous. So, in my opinion, I actually don't think EA know how to know or are yet to find the root cause about what is causing this issue, because in fact it's been in the game at least since FIFA 17. That's now 3 FIFAs ago, and it's still in the game. Just makes me think that they actually don't know how to fix it, and I genuinely think that. Right, now I'm going to talk, that's just my opinion on the gameplay so far. There's a lot of other stuff, like goalkeepers making delusional saves, stuff like that, but on the whole, it's a better football game than FIFA 19. But I'm genuinely going to say this, right? FIFA 19 had a bigger skill gap than FIFA 20 because of the one depth drop. Oh yeah, actually I completely forgot about the biggest issue. One depth drop back, right? If you can get goal 2, goal 3, you then put one depth drop back and everyone will come back on defence, 4-4-2, mate. You're getting Elite 2, Elite 3, easy. You can't break it down. Them nerfing skill moves and stuff like that and not being able to change skill moves, blah, 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 is really, in my opinion, promoted that one depth drop back, and then making the game, EA making the game slower, blah blah blah. Which I think they've tried to make the game slower because I think they wanted a more realistic football game, which in principle sounds good, doesn't it? Make a better football game, but in my opinion, this game just isn't as fun to play as FIFA 19 at the moment. It really isn't. And the main reason for that is because of the one depth drop back. Every man and their dog in Division 1 rivals and that is a semi-decent player will play at least 2 or 3 depth or 1 depth drop back, and it is just a bore fest, man. It's a bore fest to play. So, in my opinion, if I was going to change anything, it would be get rid of that option of drop back. But I know a lot of people will say, but that's a tactic in football, so we can't get rid of that. But this is a video game, and we want to have fun when we're playing a video game, right? No one has fun when they're trying to come up against one depth drop back. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Anyway, now I'm going to talk about the pro perspective, right? Now I'm going to talk about the pro perspective. Right? Why has he put that? Now I'm going to talk about the pro perspective. Sorry, someone in my chat just put something weird. Right. Now I'm going to talk about the pro perspective. As pros or verified players, you have to hit 27 wins plus or made an event last year to become verified, right? And then once you're verified, you then play in a tournament, which is run by Battlefly, something like that. Battlefly. Now basically, what happens is it's Swiss format. If any of you don't know what Swiss format is, it is everyone starts on 0-0, right? So on PS there was 300 players. I think there was 200 or like 320 players checked in, right? So every 300, like all 320 players start on 0-0. Everyone then randomly gets drawn to play against someone, right? And then what happens is, obviously, half the people will go 1-0, and the other half will go 0-1. So then what should happen then is all the 1-0s play each other, and all the 0-1s play each other, and then so on and so forth. Then half of the 1-0s will go to 2-0, and half of the 1-0s will go to 1-1. Half of the 0-1s will go to 1-1, and the other half will go to 0-2, right? It works just like that. And then the idea is that you keep playing everyone on the same record as you. So 3-0, 3-1, 4-2. And to get through to the knockouts on PS, you needed to go 7-2. I want to say 7-2, yeah. Right, now, if any of you that are watching this video are a pro player or a verified player and played in this recent qualifiers, you will know just, I'm trying to be constructive here, so I just don't want to sound like I'm bashing, okay? But it was a shambles. It genuinely, it was an absolute shambles, okay? So, I'll just explain to you what the Swiss format is, right? And the Swiss format is a best of 2 legs. So, you play the pro or the verified player in 2 legs. Whoever wins on aggregate wins, blah, blah, blah. And then if it's a draw after 2 legs, you then go to golden goal. How long do you think it should take to play? Let me know in the comment section. How long do you think it should take to play maximum 3 games of FIFA? Maximum 3 games of FIFA. I'm going to go an hour. An hour, right? An hour. Because I'm talking maximum. Imagine if it's a draw after 2 whole games. You then go to golden goal. And then that golden goal could then go a whole game as well. Right? So, it could genuinely take you, I'd say, an hour tops. Tops. Right? Tops. We were, us pros and verified players that played in this qualifier on Saturday. I'll never forget the PS1. It was between round 2 and 3, I think it was. Or round 3 and 4. I can't remember exactly which one. From after I finished my game, it was a 2.5 hour wait for the next game. 2.5 hours we waited between round 2 and 3 or round 3 and 4. I can't remember exactly which round it was. And I streamed the whole thing on Twitch. You can come and watch how long we were just waiting in between rounds. Now, I'm just going to talk to you about straight facts, okay? To make it as a pro on this game, you have to spend a lot of money. Look at my team right now. I've got my team on the screen for a reason, right? I've spent the best part of about 1,500 quid, £1.5 grand. And I've said to you there was 300 people. There was 300 people. Oh no, it's 300. I think it was 320 on the FIFA PS side, right? Just on the PlayStation side. Never mind, I think there was like 120 on the Xbox, right? There was 300 on PS, right? If you average the amount of money every single pro spent, I'm just going to say as an average, that every single pro and verified player, as an average, I know some will have spent more, some will have spent less, but as an average, those 300 players will have spent at least £1 grand each. At least £1 grand, at least. I mean, I want to say £2 grand,
but I know there's a lot of you. There's a lot of you, right? This is just Europe as well, by the way. This is just Europe, just EU, right? I would even say £2,000, but I know a lot of you in the comment section will probably disagree with that. But believe you me, there's a lot of pros that have spent between 3, 4, 5, 6 grand on this game, right? So say I'm going to go on the low end of the scale, and all 300 players spend on average £1,000. That's 300,000 quid. That's $300,000 or pounds, right? We as pros and verified players that, by the way, this is the only esport that I know of that has this pay to win element into it, by the way. We should be getting treated better, I'm sorry. I don't want to just sound like I'm just, yo, Alexis, thank you for the follow, mate. I don't want to sound like I'm just bashing EA here, right? But when we're spending this much money to try and compete on this game, which is already farcical in itself, right? We should be getting treated better. We should be having admins in these Battlefly tournaments at all times. Not an admin that's disappearing for an hour. By the way, that did actually happen. If any of you played on the Xbox side, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. An admin disappeared from the chat for 45 minutes. That genuinely happened. That genuinely did happen. When we're forking out this much money to try and compete, I don't want to sound like, oh, entitled, blah, 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 but we should be getting treated better than that, I'm afraid. We really should. And I'm now going to go into a whole new thing. There's cheating going on in these qualifiers. There's cheating going on. Someone used attribute cards, in which you're not allowed to use in the tournament and the qualifiers, right? He then got a bye in the next round. I'm still looking for an explanation. Hold on. I'm still looking. Nope, can't find one. I'm still trying to find an explanation on that. No. Anyone? No. But you know, what can we do? The main thing that I want to say about this video, and I didn't want it to come across as just like a moany and whiny video, but I'm just trying to understand, those of you that don't follow the pro scene, you don't understand how bad it is, honestly. The prize money is, it's just so bad. In my opinion, right, this is what I would do. So now I'm going to try and explain what I would do in the pro scene. The qualifying system is the right system, okay? Everyone, like, the better... I know it's hard to say on this game because this game doesn't have a big skill gap, but if you qualify from these qualifiers to qualify for an event, you deserve it. Like, because you've played the best of the best players all the way through, blah, 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 and then bang, you've qualified. So, this system is the best. Excuse me. This system just needs to be implemented so much better than this. We say, in my opinion, the average pro this year would have spent $2,000. What's that? 240,000 FIFA points? Nah, that's $1,500. I'm gonna say the average pro this year has spent 1,500 quid like me. Yeah, 1,500 quid. That's 45 grand. No, 450 grand just from the PSEU side, from pro and verified players, right? We should be having admins that are there all the time, not 24/7. But when the qualifiers are going on, we should be having admins that are there, not disappearing for an hour. We shouldn't be waiting 2.5 hours in between rounds. We should be waiting an hour tops. Once that game is done, they should be sorting out the next round ASAP. I don't know what takes people so long to play 3 games tops, by the way. Tops. The average will be 2 games. Two 15, 20-minute games. So the average you're talking is 40 minutes tops, 45 minutes tops for 2 games of FIFA. Like, in my opinion, these things need to be addressed from EA. And I don't want to sound like I'm just moaning and I'm whining, but we've had a whole year of this last year on FIFA 19, and it seems like EA didn't learn from their mistakes. That's a main reason why I'm making this video. This qualifier that we just had, right? This qualifier that we just had, in terms of production, in terms of just how smooth everything ran, was the worst qualifier I've ever played in. Ever. And I played in quite a few on FIFA 19. It just doesn't make sense how I feel like the pro scene is just going backwards. Like, I'm not even going to get involved in the whole how much money it has to cost you to compete, the pay to win element about we're the only esport in the world that is pay to win. I'm not even going to go into that because I feel like everyone knows all about that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make this video about how I think the qualifiers need to change, but the system's right. Just the way they implement it needs to change. They need to be stricter. They need to be right. You've got an hour and 15 minutes tops to play 3 games, which is more than enough anyway, right? That's more than enough anyway. You've got an hour and 15 minutes to play 3 games tops. If both of you still haven't played the 3 games in an hour and 15, bang, you both get the L. And I know people will say, oh, look, but then what happens if the other person's time wasting and things like that? If they're time wasting, you get proof that they're time wasting, and then that person gets the L and you get the win. Things like this need to happen. There's too much money that we're investing into this game as pro and verified players that we should be just getting treated better than this. Anyway, that's enough of me just ranting and raving. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you think, because obviously I'm guessing a lot of you in the comments aren't verified and pro players. So let me know what your opinion is from the outside looking in, because I really want to know what your opinion is on this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time, guys. Give it a thumbs up and a like thing, boys, yeah? Make sure you do that. But yeah, peace out, and I will see you next time. Peace.